introduction. The first step, you need to define a range of addresses that DHCP is not to allocate. That means like the addresses you don't want to allow um, to assign a specific interface. This means that it's a range. It's a range between IP address from to IP address. This, on the router, it's used to say low address and high addresses. It's definitely the same as the range. Another step, second step is like create the DHCP pool. You have to create the name to call the DHCP address range, the DHCP pool that you want to assign. Before exclude, it's not, you don't want to assign. The DHCP pool means you want to assign on the specific interface or interfaces. There might be many hosts, so probably there are more than one. Okay, the third step, use the network statement. Network statement is like it's a network address which represents the whole subnet. The whole subnet. For example, if you use /24/24, your network address should be would be like 192.168.1.0. 1.0/24 means 1.0. Its address range is like from 1 to 254. So you have to use the network statement like network 192.168.1.0, 255.255.255.0. That's another step is the fourth step is like you should also define the default gateway. Default gateway is the same as the address you assign on a specific interface. Like okay, your router has your router has a fast Ethernet. That will be you want to use as a default route. So the gateway. So you have to declare that interface will be your default gateway. So you have to assign that interface as the default router or default gateway. By the way, on Cisco routers, DHCP servers are enabled by default. So typically, the gateway is the LAN interface of the router. You can list up to 8 addresses. You can use default gateway as list up 8 addresses. DHCP pool commands are considered optional, as we can configure the IP addresses of DNS servers that is available to a DHCP client using the DNS server command. To configure the another important step is like it's optional to configure duration of DHCP lease. Sometimes you want to lease all the DHCP pool addresses within a day or just within a very specific time, and so you can use the lease command. And DNS is the name service protocols. It's the server that store the addresses. So DNS could be the IP addresses. DNS could be the names up, and it could be the name like locat.com, service.com, something like that. So usually it's for verification, show IP DHCP binding, show IP DHCP server statistic, and show IP DHCP pool. Okay, the second, the DHCP for the DHCP client side, you have to go to the interface, and then you have to use the command IP addresses DHCP, because you don't want to assign the very specific addresses. You have to assign. You want to use the addresses, one of the addresses from the pool. So you have to declare the IP addresses DHCP, and then turn on that interface. And then you can see by typing show IP interface if it is some available IP addresses already. Is it on or not? You can check up by typing show IP interface. Okay. So let's go to the simple configuration. So router to router, the connection with the crossover. Let's do this. Let's do that. Okay, here you can start from here. IP DHCP. Excluded addresses. You don't want to go in 192.168 10.12 10.9. Okay, for example. Okay. Now what else? You can use IP DHCP pool. This is pool name. Okay. Tool. Now what else? DNS servers could be the, let's see, 192.168.10.1. It could be the same as your default gateway. Okay. Now what else? Okay, network. This would be 192.168.10.0 and .0. Alright, so we have that for router into .1.10.1. Over here is the client side. One thing I forgot to do over here is go to the base. You have to say you have to sign up 192.168.10.1. Oh shoot. Okay, sorry. IP address 192.168.10.1. 1 second. So client on the client side. This okay. 0 IP DHCP. IP DHCP. IP address DHCP. Okay, so you can check it's already got the IP addresses. Okay, so you can ping to its default gateway. You can ping into default gateway. It's already 6x. Okay, you can check up show IP DHCP binding. See, it already shows it. Okay, thank you. That's it.